Hello, lolly man. No, that's wrong. I've been saying this wrong this whole time. He's a Shoda.
Hey, what's up, guys? Over here. Sorry for the lack of an
X or
active
base?
VTuber
X already. I already pressed the switch on his back.
model for this video. I'm currently traveling and using my laptop that runs like a potato. And of course, as I'm traveling, the biggest VTuber news of the year has to drop. But the show must go on. So today we're talking about VShojo,
Don't disrespect the mummy. I don't like him because he is.
World, especially in their English-speaking branch, which has some of the biggest English talents in the entire scene.
So
but
no
right now, a
sans.
lot of people are making the very logical
Plus, he is
claim
too easy.
that VShojo's English branch just imploded over the past 24 hours. And for
Salty?
an agency
No
whose
body.
entire moniker
Salty?
is
No
talent
body.
freedom,
Salty? No body.
– 24 hours. And for an agency whose entire moniker is talent freedom, well, it appears that that also meant freedom from your revenue sources, including revenue that you generated for charity. Now, over the past couple of months, it's been very rocky for VShojo.
Yeah, Rev has a pretty nice voice. He does a good job with his news. You better scramble like an egg before I fold you like an omelet.
VShojo. They've had some of their biggest English-speaking talents suddenly leave.
Yeah, Madara
like
and shit.
Who back in April said this: VShojo made the decision to part ways with me, which I always found that language to be very interesting. Right? It's not exactly a very neutral language. It sounds like things didn't end
on something
very
else.
well.
Someone needs
and around that time,
meds.
multiple other large English talents left
After
the agency.
Undertale,
There's
can you
not
play
that many
Deltarune?
English talents in the
It's
agency,
so good.
so
Alright,
people like me
fine.
were saying, "Hey, all these sudden leavings of the agency."
Yes,
that kind of
man.
doesn't seem right. Like something must be going on.
Most
and I was
was
called
since
a
leaving.
doomsayer
Yeah,
and
Sen was very
being
sus.
told I was being dramatic about it. And you know what? In a way, I did fall short. I didn't predict just how bad things are. And unless you've been living under a rock or you haven't been on social media over the past 24 hours, the big news is that Iron Mouse has left VShojo, which she was clearly one of the biggest, not just VTubers in the entire scene, but one of the biggest streamers in the world. And she was really kind of the heart and soul of VShojo. She doesn't really need much of an introduction. I'm sure you've heard of her. At one point last year during a subathon, she raised
I think I've heard of Iron
an
Mouse.
immense...
Buddy, of course you have heard of Iron Mouse. Buddy, there's no fucking way you didn't.
amount of money, not
Hold on.
just getting...
Hold on, I gotta get the loading cable for my heads. No, Salty, no body. Salty, no body. Salty, no body. What is this QuickTime event? But someone came. No, don't come. Salty really sus out here.
subs to the point of being the...
Hold on.
Point
There.
last year during
Let's go back a little bit.
subathon, she raised an immense amount of money, not just getting subs to the point of being the, at that time, the most subscribed to Twitch streamer of all time, but also...
Yeah, she had the most subs. She broke the sub goal, like the sub record, right? She was the #1 sub. She had the highest hype, you know, just about like the records were broken, right? She was the biggest Twitch streamer for a while, right? Until Kaisenet said, alright, challenge accepted, went back to streaming and broke it again. Yeah. But Iron Mouse also went to the White House as a robot. Like this little monitor thingy where she can cruise around, because she can obviously not leave her home, which is also really fucking big. So yeah, you should kind of know her. Why do people pay for this? I just looked up a video. Oh man, it's not tough. Well, she is kind of playing life on Dark Souls difficulty with her immune deficiency. Ironbot or Robo Mouse. Mousebot is fine too.
Raising infinite money for her charity of choice, which is the Immune Deficiency Foundation. Which
Salty, stop! It's too soon! The cooldown hasn't vanished yet, stop!
That is personally valuable to her because she has immune disease like that covered by that charity.
Oh my god.
And in her explanation of why she left VShojo, she made it very clear that there was a lot wrong going on with this agency. I'm just going to play like the first minutes
how much is
of her
cooldown
video
forever?
because it really just sums up everything. You really need to know that these talents, including Iron Mouse, have been financially screwed over by VShojo. But worse yet, the charity of choice, in this case the Immune Deficiency Foundation, was screwed over by VShojo, who did not bring over funds raised in charity events made by Iron Mouse.
Of course not. It was a very
unfortunately
emotional damage.
It was a very emotional video where she was saying, talking about how she got screwed over by the company, how she was backstabbed. Of course, it's not gonna be peak. This is an explanation video with a whole lot of drama behind it. Not drama, sorry. With a whole lot of negative feelings behind it.
I am leaving VShojo. Unfortunately, I recently found out
I'll look
that
at
for the
it
past
more
couple of months,
more videos.
I
No,
have been
don't.
misled
Just stay
by
here.
VShojo. With the information that I currently have, I believe that I am owed a significant amount of funds, which I have not been paid. And most importantly, the thing that hurts me the most is that the Immune Deficiency Foundation, which is the most important charity to me, and also the reason why I'm here today, is owed over $500,000 from VShojo. I know that this is a lot, and it's very important for me to be honest with all of you. I really want to tell you everything, but unfortunately right now, I have been instructed by my attorney to wait for more of the legal procedure to unfold. So one day, I will be able to tell you the full story.
Yeah.
You know what? Obviously, it's bad enough.
Also heard about that one shark lolly
right?
quit.
Someone who's clearly...
Yeah, of course. She is called Gargora. If you want to know more about her, hey, there is this new fish VTuber that came out called Zaba. You know, you should maybe look at her. She's quite fun.
Very loyal, and in many regards, doing them a favor by sticking around with this organization for so long. But it gets even worse when you know
school made them
this charity she works with is so personally valuable to her on so many levels. And
I'm gonna turn off
basically in her name. She raises these funds, and they never make their way to the Immune Deficiency Foundation. And this is such a black and white thing when you really think about it, because she was trusting them to make these payments in one way to protect her anonymity, to have this kind of mediary between who's paying her and how she's receiving it. And this was a really bad situation because it's simple. She gets paid from Twitch. You get paid once a month. They would have the funds the month after that subathon. And it would be just as easy as that, collecting it, giving it over to the charity. And they didn't do that. And here we are a year later. They still haven't done that.
Grandmother had that
and we'll talk more about this, but I think it's very obvious that VShojo is going under. And that's not just on the English side, it's on the Japanese speaking side.
Terrible.
And they're strapped for cash. And I don't know where it's going. I don't know what they do that's so grandiose that would cost so much money that they have to literally take these charity funds to pay their own employees and their own organization first.
Bro, they are getting so much money from the girls, from the cuts, from the fucking merch. I cannot imagine them not having the money to pay their staff. I cannot. I cannot. They probably have so much money generated from these girls. No hate, by the way. They absolutely deserve it. Each and every one that I know on a content level is fucking amazing. Whether it's Matara-kan, Haruka, I gotta be careful not to name someone who's not in VShojo or was in VShojo. You know, they're just all amazing, right? They just all really friendly, come off really friendly and shit, and their content is fun, you know. Giga, yeah, but I didn't watch her content, so I can't judge that. You know, so yeah, I saw a whole lot of VShojo shit, right? And I cannot imagine VShojo not having the funds to pay their staff based on how much they should be generating. Like, god damn. Iron Mouse alone gets 500k for a charity. I don't wanna know the number that she racked in for the company, right? I don't wanna know the number she got for the company. God damn, that shit. Whew. Can someone ping me when the Undertale starts? Someone's probably gonna do it, so I won't.
It's just really, really bad. And the fallout from this has been cataclysmic for
Indeed.
VShojo. Now you can see people like CWA who helped raise
VShojo
a lot
better
of money
get
for the Immune
cycling
Deficiency
and start
Foundation.
raising some money.
He said, well, VShojo better get cycling and start raising some money.
Salty, I
Yeah.
swear to God.
They pretty much have to cycle across the world 10 times to
damn
have a
it.
chance at making up for what they did here. It's not very good. Now, of course, in her video, she also promoted a direct link to the Immune Deficiency Foundation, and they've raised over $100,000 since she released her video, and I'm sure it's much higher than that by the time you're seeing this video. I'll put a link to it in the description if you want to check it out.
I'll
and
show
help
up
out
when
with
I
this
feel the
Tiltify
Death by
campaign
Glamorous
here.
being played
But,
somewhere in the world.
Yeah, VShojo,
Yeah, they're
they look
fucking.
horrible. To even the most
They don't just look horrible, they feel horrible now that everything's out. You can feel there's physical disgust building when you see it, right? It's not just a horrible look. It is it is actually horrible. That was faster than the YouTube test message. Cool, right? Fuck off. I'll just show. Oh my god.
most forgiving eyes here. They don't look good right now, based on just the things I've told you. But of course, things have continued to get worse. So multiple artists
Well,
have come out
they're
and
not
said,
bad anymore.
"Hey,
They're empty. You're
I guess
right.
This is the time to share. I've been
They're
unpaid
dead.
for many different things, and I'm not surprised if they're not paying people like Iron Mouse or charities. Yeah, I doubt they're paying kind of like independent contractors, these third-party artists who are
True.
typically gonna feel pretty intimidated to speak out against VShojo because they might get dogpiled, and they might, well, if they spoke out, they would lose work with the company.
That's true. That's absolutely
Probably
true.
forever. I mean, that's just obvious, right? But yeah, it gets worse. The artists are one thing, but the talents, that's even worse.
Oh,
and at this
damn.
point, it seems like, as far as I can tell, virtually every single English
Okay, Michi. I know Michi. She's cute too. She has cool content, but the rest I have never heard of them. Actually, sorry.
member of VShojo has dropped
The next drama was kind of
VShojo
showing, to be
from
honest.
their name. All
Yeah,
the way from
yeah.
Henya, to Haruka, to Fruit,
Bible thump.
Isan, Michi, Amelie. It goes on and on, right? This is,
Yeah, this is.
quite frankly, the end of the English branch. I don't think there's anything really to save here at this point. I don't think that's doomsaying. They seem
Well, no, it's a good thing. They fucked over their talents. As soon as you fuck over your talents, your company should fucking die. That's my take on this. I don't think this is a harsh take or a bad take, right? I think this is just normal to say. But, you know, whatever.
seem very motivated together. A lot of the people on this list have spoken out about this and shown their supports for Iron Mouse, and also shared their disappointment with VShojo. In fact, people have gone beyond that. Keisan, I'm sure a lot of you guys are familiar with her. She has, like right as I'm recording this morning, came out with a live stream where she shared a lot of horrible details And some of it's still being fleshed out because there's a portion of it that's in Japanese. But she is someone who shared that she has not been paid in almost 2 years from the company. That is unbelievable. Especially for someone like Kei-san, who's a hybrid in sort of the way she does her entertainment. She speaks both Japanese and English. She's a very valuable member of the company, just like Iron Mouse. And she also hasn't been paid an extended period of time. That is really hard to swallow. On top of that, she brought in one of the officials from the Japanese side.
If you tell gamers that they are bad, you are bankrupt.
But it seems
no. You have to make a clear distinction. There are game studios that say gamers' opinions don't matter, and gamers will just buy whatever they put out. And then there are studios that say, if you can't finish the game, you're just not good enough. Get good. You know exactly what game I'm talking about. But yeah, there's these two studios, basically. we gotta make that distinction, right? This small little detail. Yes, I know. Of course you do.
I was talking with him. This is part that's being worked through in the translations. But it seems like the company
salty nobody
is going bankrupt. And that's what's going on here. They can't pay anyone beyond.
Nope. I had it. I said it before you did it. So you get fucking timed out.
Their core staff, it's falling apart right in front of everyone's faces. And Legal Mindset's been talking about this. And I'm sure he's gonna have a field day with this because it's gonna be a very big hot topic for a while, especially legally. And he's saying another note from Kei-san's stream regarding staff being paid first. They had to pay the staff due to
There's no alerts right
violations if they didn't pay full-time staff. They are banking on the ambiguity of VShojo talents as independent contractors to shift them out of payment. And actually, Shy Lily is someone who shared that she was approached by VShojo.
I saw that clip.
She was reading through the contract and
I saw that clip, and she was like, I'm glad I trusted my gut.
said, no thanks. Because the way it was structured was basically leaving all the power to VShojo and leaving the talents in a very vulnerable spot, especially if things go wrong. And that's exactly what's going on here. Things are going very, very wrong. This has been an absolute disaster. The Japanese side is another thing, but they're admitting pretty much that they're bankrupt as well. And how do you survive this? I don't think there's any way, right? If they're already in the red and they just lost their biggest star with Iron Mouse, and now they're losing the entire English branch, which is very strong, by the way. We talk about like Niji Sanji, where like the English speaking branch is almost a liability at times because they only make up a tiny fraction of the overall revenue compared to the Japanese side. But no, VShojo has a very strong English speaking side.
Yeah. We can see that. We can see that with Mouse's charity events in cooperation with Sea-Dog. She even made she was even in a cooperation with like an official musician who makes like tours and shit, like, right? She made a collaboration with that one dude. I don't remember his name because I don't listen to his music, but yeah, I don't really remember any names, to be honest. But yeah, she made like that collab. She went to the White House. She went around. Right? So she is big. She is big, right? So I think that is amazing. I think she does amazing things, and VShojo took a big hit. Brother, she went to the White House, yeah. Bro, losing Iron Mouse was like, holy shit. That was like when a boss bar loses like 50% of its health and you're like, damn the damage! That's the moment when Iron Mouse left. Not saying she's 50% of the company, right? But that's like the effect it has on Lee, like, damn! right?
And it's a shame. This is really a big shame. And yeah, I think it's safe to say we're going to see another round of indie VTubers returning back to their previous accounts. And with VShojo, they can take their IP with them, which is probably the only good thing left at this point. But whether or not they want to stick with those IPs that are connected with VShojo or create a new IP, we'll just have to wait and see. But for now, that's going to do it for the situation.
White
I'm
House.
sure there's going to be a lot of follow-up to this. So if there is, and pretty much when there is, I will be covering that. But again, my apologies. I happen to be on the road the one day this happens, and I'm working with a no Wi-Fi,
PNG
actually.
laptop.
I'm working with a hotspot that is about 1 megabyte.
Not even a
per
moving
minute.
PNG, just a picture.
That's been fun.
Sad.
Yeah, the show must go on.
Good
as
new
always,
video,
but,
I see. Yup.
Hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below, and I'll see you guys next time.
Get fucking timed out. I expected that shit. Anyway, Ref says desu. Beautiful video, very informative. Shame what is happening to the talents. I say Corpo gone good, but talent suffering bad, right? Genuinely, I don't like the people to suffer, even if they will be able to stand on their own very well. This talent is sure popular. I probably should not fuck her over. However, VShojo CEO probably. Oh man. Yeah, this is bad. I don't like this. Anyway, this is a video from Refses Desu. Check him out. Leave a like and subscribe on him. And on me too. Subscribe on the YouTubes and follow on the Twitches and follow on the Kicks. Follow me on the Twitter as well. I'm everywhere. I'm in TikTok, on Instagram, you know. Small plug. I usually don't do those except in YouTube videos where I add in my voice at the end. But yeah. Yeah, no, this is, disgusting what VShojo did. Or has been doing, apparently. Oh god, he is everywhere!